The deterioration of a financial system, watching confidence collapse in real time. 1. The moment of reckoning. There comes a time when a financial system stops pretending it's healthy. That time is now. The dollar, once the unshakable anchor of global trade, is fraying in plain sight. Inflation is eating its substance. Military and geopolitical tensions are shaking faith in American dominance. And the same crowd that inflated every bubble, real estate, crypto, stocks, even fine art, is acting as if gravity retired. So what does that actually mean? It means the system isn't breaking. It's already broken, only most people haven't noticed yet. Footnote. The ongoing weakness of the US dollar signals a systemic loss of confidence in both fiscal management and the global financial hierarchy. 2. The dollar's slow-motion default. Inflation is not random. It's the polite name for currency default. The dollar isn't collapsing because someone tripped over a wire, it's collapsing because it's being quietly devalued to manage debt that can never be repaid. Every new dollar printed is a diluted share in the American experiment. Historically, people ran to the dollar when things went bad. Now they're running from it, straight into gold. Central banks have slowed their gold purchases, but individuals, funds, and even foreign governments are doing the heavy lifting. The logic is primal: trust metal, not promises. So what does that actually mean? Confidence, not gold, is the real reserve currency. And confidence is leaving the building. Footnote. Persistent inflation reflects a form of covert default as the currency's purchasing power erodes faster than debt obligations can be serviced. 3. The rise of the alternatives. A global shift is underway. Nations once dependent on the dollar are building parallel systems, gold settlement networks, BRICS partnerships, and digital currencies. China and its partners are openly developing a new architecture of trade that sidelines the US. This isn't speculation, it's logistics. New gold vaults, bilateral trade in local currencies, digital rails replacing SWIFT. The dollar's privilege, being everyone's problem, is expiring. So what does that actually mean? The empire's not ending in flames. It's being replaced by better software. Footnote. The BRICS initiative and emerging gold-based settlement systems illustrate the gradual disintermediation of the US dollar from global trade. 4. The myth of a debt solution. America's debt isn't a mountain to climb, it's a sinkhole. Every solution is another way of saying someone else will pay. Jubilee? You erase the assets of the savers. Inflate? You tax the working class through price hikes. Default? You detonate pensions and credit markets. No path avoids pain. The math is unforgiving. Debts have grown beyond the realm of reason. The only remaining levers are devaluation or revaluation, neither ends well. So what does that actually mean? When a nation owes more than it can ever repay, policy becomes theater. Footnote. The U.S. debt burden now exceeds the capacity of traditional fiscal tools, forcing eventual resolution through inflation, restructuring, or devaluation. 5. Hyperbole versus hyperinflation. Relax, no one's waking up to $20 milk tomorrow. Hyperinflation isn't an on/off switch. It's a progression, the kind you can see coming a mile away if you're paying attention. But that doesn't make moderate inflation harmless. A currency losing 25% of value a year still ruins lives, just more slowly. So what does that actually mean? The frog isn't boiling yet, but the water's uncomfortably warm. Footnote. Inflation can remain below hyperinflation thresholds while still representing a severe decline in real purchasing power and savings. 6. Survival strategy. Adapt or perish. When trust dies, gold rises. It's not a mystery, it's reflex. Gold, silver, mining equities, energy resources, these are the escape hatches when paper faith fails. The logic is timeless: own what can't be printed. The investor who survives this era won't be the one who predicts the crash to the day. It'll be the one who steps aside from the blast radius early and lets the market burn without them. So what does that actually mean? Wealth isn't destroyed, it's transferred to those who already built the lifeboats. Footnote: real asset ownership, strategic diversification, and liquidity discipline remain the primary defenses against systemic currency devaluation. 7. The last illusion: confidence as currency. The dollar's strength has always been a shared hallucination. It's worth something because everyone agrees it is. But once that consensus fractures, when gold becomes the universal fallback and digital alternatives mature, the illusion fades. And when faith ends, systems fall faster than anyone expects. So what does that actually mean? The end of a currency isn't the end of money, it's the end of the story people believed about it. Footnote: currencies collapse when collective belief in their value evaporates faster than institutions can reinforce it through policy or force.